Alright guys, back to another episode of Trails into Reverie. Last episode, after doing the locked out of Lloyd's route, because for some odd reason we are, just like Rufus route, we're gonna head back to Rean route. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go to a certain point till we're locked out of Rean's route, so let's do Rean's route, shall we? March 18th, Valflame Palace. Thank you for giving us your time today, all of you. I appreciate you helping attend the aftermath of recent... Why is my freaking mic falling? Of course, we couldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. But yeah, we feel investigating the coup d'etat further is our responsibility as much as anyone else's. Yeah, we've run out of most of the people right now, haven't we? I believe you have. And with Princess Alfred and Elise's assistance, you were able to look into the suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. So there's only some suspects at large. It's only a matter of time before they're in custody. I'm pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed genuinely shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. Can't say I blamed them. You know what they think? You can hold on these crazy until things Crossbell calm down. Or the timing's on point, since the EDF showed here at all, too. I would assume they're linked, yes. I've been aware of some in the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing in the military, but it is frustrating to have not seen the extent of their opposition coming until after they made their move. Can't blame yourself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out for the better. Gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out for yourself. That's true. With so many in custody, you should have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got make it easier for Dad and General Van Dyke to take action. We have our own burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do and the current head of our nation. I'm sure Gaius is also doing what he can in Crossbell. Indeed. You hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on the past mistakes or what should have done with Crossbell as it is, and the prince and the lady's still missing. Alright, I think we all covered on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus on the big issue and we need to think about. Rufus Alberea. Rufus. Not possible to be near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. Then who did we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep, while we were taking care of the coups, that it should be about...
My apologies for the delay.
Claire.
Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped, but this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new Supreme Leader never left the state while C was active.
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are two Rufuses.
But how is that possible?
WTF, two Rufuses.
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
He led us to the right info for us to get. And like he was literally just using that kind of info just so we could like tackle it on.
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus in Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present. Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
I doubt it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
Yeah. You literally punched him.
Would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the three children accompanying?
Nadia, Swin, and Lapis.
We're still looking into them, I'm afraid.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database. Too underground for even the ID to pin down. means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Users, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
Why?
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself. We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Rean?
I feel like we should. Like, he wouldn't be telling us this info out of nowhere for no reason.
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead, but Eustace is right that we should use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
We have to. It's our only lead we got.
Some of us will have to remain in the capital. The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through. It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think.
So we're gonna be joining him.
There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Musse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him. But will that be enough under the circumstances?
Pretty sure it will.
Then will we suffice?
Wait, what? Is that Mueller?
Huh?
Kurt! And
hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway into the investigation.
Mueller Vander.
About your lead.
Assistant of God damn it, Olivier.
Since our father is still occupied in the West, we will be accompanying you in his stead. May we Vanders be of great service.
Vander. Next morning, Musse arrived as planned from Leeds to reunite with the group, and then waited for the freight train which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord to depart. So, we are going to Nord. Who's joining us? We are going to transfer it onto an RMP train, partway through the trip. I'm using Patrick Seltz's voice because he's the Giga Chad voice of all-time voice actors, by the way. We should hopefully reach the Xender gate around noon. That'll be great. Then we can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. I apologize for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. Not at all, I had the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your art, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured, I will do all I can to put you at ease as soon as possible. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Musse. Of course, I will take care of your dear instructor and you are in Elisa's stead. But don't fret, I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time? Altina.
what's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this, so I don't think you need to worry.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday, but you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you? The ones from the underground.
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier! So many of us joined the army to follow in your footsteps, only for you to trample all over our ambitions. You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
Damn, emotional damage.
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Exactly. That isn't your fault, Rean.
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to.
Because we're gonna face some more other soldiers that'll have that same mind.
It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone. Isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another. I think they've echoed my sentiments. Well then, have a safe journey. If there are answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
Damn, that is a long ride, by the way, going to Roar, then to the Nord Highlands. I don't know, I think it's a literal 2-day trip. 2-day trip to get there, a day trip. Group changed trains as soon as they arrived in the schedule at Nord Highlands. Who are we gonna meet up, though? Gaius, right? They found several friends already waiting for them. Excuse me. Rean Route Act 3, Cruel Blue Skies.
There you are.
Ooh.
I hope the trip wasn't too tiring.
Two familiar voices. Sara and Emma.
Here I thought we'd be getting here first.
Hell yeah.
We just happened to be on the train right before yours.
I'm glad you all arrived safely. And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
Emma Milstein. And Sara Valstein.
We heard about the attempted coup from Major Revolt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Then it was worth it, huh? But there's no river I wouldn't cross to find you if you needed me. Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency. So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Thanks. I won't.
Special line.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have two Rufuses running around now.
WTF? Imposters.
I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of two evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give it.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
Gaius is probably at the village, right?
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division. Yes, I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Xender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in the absence of one.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Listen, Rean. Don't go biting off more than you can chew. Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7. I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that means you don't have to be because I'll be there for you.
Oh.
At least I'll try to be.
Damn it, Sara.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Okay, there we go. Now that that's out of the way.
Welcome to Xendergate.
Connor
I've been
Dalton.
looking forward to your arrival. I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
It's good to see you, Colonel. So, same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. It is honored to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I heard much about your Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother, too. I wish to give you more formal reception. Please think of it nothing, sir. Most of us aren't even part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. I quite agree. I'm just an inexperienced student. Oh, modest of you all. Ha ha ha. I appreciate that. He's surprisingly candid for a colonel. Oh, he is. I'm sure he must be very capable of giving command of a whole armored division. What have the 7 exploits since the war has reached you been here, Lieutenant Colonel? You've been all over the country helping on the reconstruction efforts under Prince Albert's leadership. What's more, the Vandals have been resumed their duty as guardians of the Imperial Front. They don't call you the Ace of the 7 for nothing. Oh, my apologies if I sounded all so sarcastic. I didn't mean to mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Though I am hindered by the honor of serving once more the Vander name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. Feel the same way. Can you tell us what's going on about the situation here? Oh yes, you were coming to clues about the prince's whereabouts. I'm worried that you have reason to believe there's something here. So it's true? Opposite, I'm afraid. The region has been politically idyllic since the war ended. Highlands deterrent and battleground conflict, but everything's back to normal here now. Sasuke. Also, honestly caught going of the conviction that something must be here. That's unfortunate. Still, this intel's fresh even to us. It's no surprise that nothing's been found yet. Oh, indeed, a lot of work at the watchtower zone. I haven't much time investigating this area. In that sense, you might have luck speaking with the people of the settlement. May as well be correct. Sounds like Gaius is already there. I say our first meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we tend to fully dedicate ourselves searching once we have finished getting ready. Surprised the soldier station at the watchtower was going on too, so maybe worth stopping by there. By the way, if you learn anything, you should let me know. I will be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Understand your kindness and understanding, sir. We appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with the search then. Ah, the big Nord Highlands. I haven't visited this since CS2, and it's
breathtaking.
It's still as huge as ever, by the way.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is. I've been really looking forward to it. If only the other 3 could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
It's moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here. Regardless, I will make for the watchtower and set about gathering information there. You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
I'm alright with that, but...
Are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating in a military facility. Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
I hope he's going to be all right.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go.
Did he do that on purpose?
I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end. Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
I see. I think you're all worrying about him too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army up there with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. Speaking of Neidhart, he hasn't been here for a while, hasn't he? You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he generally believes this is the best course of action. Best be wise to mirror his conviction. Agreed. Let's get moving. Apparently, the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited our last field study. If we travel north from here, we should see it before long. You don't want to keep Gaius waiting. Nord! Horse riding! Hell yeah. Finally, customization on a horse, just like the...
Alright, let's go!
Ready when you are.
So you can have back seat. You can have riders Kurt, Musse, and Sara. And then you have the riders. I think that's fine. I'll keep with Musse for now. I know, like, I probably don't like it, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep it as is.
Alright, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Hold up. Okay, we're kind of back. I had to, like, do something very quick.
Yeah!
But, yeah.
Amazing. I've never seen plains so vast.
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green. Words can't do justice to its beauty.
We had the same reaction as students.
I like it even more now that there aren't as many monsters as before.
Yeah, the Armored Division's done a bang-up job keeping the Highlands clean. Now we can ride straight through.
Interesting. Tear all bomb.
This is rare. I'll be sure to keep it safe.
Alright, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Ah, don't follow me, you fool.
I'm here.
I actually want to use Sara and Emma for the first time. Let's see. Okay, let's see their door. Increases damage with the enemy status effects by 45%. Crouch flicks here, break damage by 20%. Okay, good. Morgan, this is the one where, like, this is Emma's new court. His arch damage increased by when HP drops. So basically, she literally becomes like a, how do I say this? Like a dangerous arts user if her HP is low. I feel like, yeah, this was a, like, remember what I said Ren's Master Quartz was actually supposed to be Emma's? Well, Emma gets a different one. So, I'll tell you guys later when I think we should switch it out soon, but it's very likely we're gonna have to switch it out. Alright. Attack!
It's
What?
my turn!
My turn! Let's go!
I was like wondering why.
Let's go!
Okay, we got people being used. Searing Bolt. Accelerate delay by 80% for 1 turn. Luminary Force. Magic for 4 turns while giving you magic absorption. Pretty cool, huh?
Fierce as fire! Blazing Swarm! It's my turn! Roar! Healing Strike! It's down!
This one's mine! Alright!
So, what we're gonna do... I think... Yeah, the fact that she has fire... Well, she has Albion Wolf. I guess Albion Wolf is fine.
My turn. Very well. Strike! Here!
Ow.
Bring it on. This one's on the house.
Behold!
I was gonna do Sara's, but then I realized I didn't have enough.
You're done for! Ragnarok! Strike!
There! Alright!
I'm gonna heal you.
Healing!
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
It's my turn! Ha!
I got this.
Let's go.
Oh, come on. You guys can't miss
Bring
your
it on.
attacks like this.
I'm up. Cut through. Let's go.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
Here we
flinch
go.
after taking damage.
Attack! I'm going.
I got this.
Fucking A.
Yeah. Oh, what a relief.
I'm glad to see Carrie Karenin and Raina Strober reprise their voices again. Especially. I want to see Raina Strober do more, like, character roles, for sure. If she's watching this right now.
That hits the spot.
Where's my horse?
Calling the shots. Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
There's gonna be, like, a lot of stuff. And we're gonna have to speed things up, too, sadly, because, like, one...
I'll show no mercy. Crash! Thunderbolt! Yeah!
I got this.
I'm gonna do this.
Let's go!
Alright, might as well use Northern Lightning, too. I haven't used this for a while.
Want real? You got real.
Blah, blah.
Northern lightning. That make you feel tingly?
Hell yeah, it did.
Let's go!
It's the same one as before. So I'm gonna do this.
Kane Gale! It's down!
This one's mine.
I'm
going.
My turn. Ha! It's my turn! Ha!
Bring it on.
Oh yeah, I haven't used hers for a while.
All right.
Palace of Aregion. I know it's a zero craft, but
Answer my prayers and appear before
it's one of the
us.
most broken S crafts in the game.
A lone guardian stands, an unfaltering shield. The mirror guides, gleaming in the darkness.
It may be very long, but it does so much.
Shine on, Palace of Aregion!
Making Emma one of the best characters. Literally for 5 games straight, actually. Because this is still
Bring it
broken.
on. No!
Got him!
Nice.
You've always been good. It's like you can't stop improving.
If you think a cool title is all it takes to peak, you've got another thing coming.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
I should really use
Let's
my
go.
Valiant Rage too.
I got
or
this.
I mean
Yeah.
United
Let's
Front.
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's totally United Front now. It's hard to like memorize a lot of things. Do I have Moon Lens? I don't think I do. Do I?
Enemies are...
Okay. I will say, when it comes to like games like these, I know it's a big turnoff for some people who just don't want to like
Yeah, let's go.
explore or like do a lot of stuff, you know. For example, if I do this right now,
That structure to the right is the watchtower monitoring Calvert, yes?
Yep. And the plateau on the left has got what they call the Stone Circle.
It's thought to be an old monument from when animism dominated the region.
I did not think of that way. This is to watch Calvert, huh? This way we should watch. I think we can leave him there in my brother's hands. That we can. To the settlement, people. I guess we can't really explore much of here, unfortunately. Sadly. So, that's unfortunate. But what we can do is just, like, keep fighting the enemies.
My turn. It's my turn.
Okay. So, our exploration would mean have to go here.
I got this. Yeah, let's go.
Yes!
Can we go here? You see the stone circle, correct? Heck, that's right. Like to visit their event, but we think we meet up, guys, for our next move first, unfortunately. Damn it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes!
Okay. Okay, where do we go from here?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes! That one is incredibly
That's a strong one.
That is a very strong
kick
one
its ass.
indeed. Queen Toad!
Let's go. Spirit unification. It's my turn. Roar! Healing strike! Now!
Attack!
Very well.
I'm gonna do...
Hold out! Black Tortoise! My turn. All for one,
And one for all!
at once!
It's my turn. Burning flames! Vorpal flare!
I think they gave her that Master Quartz, the fire one, because she just does fire. Ah, fuck's sakes.
It's my turn. Eternally flowing. Formless emptiness.
Alright, we're gonna see it again. Ooh, I love to see this.
First.
Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh.
8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
La Luminous Abyss.
Let's go. My turn. Strike! Here we go.
This one's mine. Bring it on.
Hold out. Black Tortoise!
I got this.
She has a self buff. Oh, I missed.
Fool! I'm up. I'm up. Spirit unification. Let's go. Roar! Healing strike! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Right, people might be thinking break damage doesn't really do that much right now. That is true. Break damage was heavily like you know, like a big imply for the game, but it will get better as soon as the
Ready
game
to
goes
go
on.
whenever.
Mark my words, guys.
Guess luck is on our side.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes!
Because break doesn't seem as strong now because they recovered from it quick. But it'll get strong. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
Like the more you
go.
like, you
Yes!
understand why break is still.
We're
as
almost at the
strong as
settlement.
here.
It feels so great here.
Huh?
It makes me wish we could keep riding on through forever.
It's a shame we'll have to dismount soon.
It's so nice to see you're both already as much in love with this place as we are.
Oh yeah, third field study. Gaius, Elisa, Emma, Rean were part of it.
Let's go.
It was
Yes!
a pretty great chapter 3, honestly.
We made it to the settlement.
We did, but
Is it this? Why is this empty now? Well, it's kinda empty. It's very spread out than last time.
This is my first time seeing yurts.
You would normally see more of them. I wonder what's going on.
Already?
There's Class 7. It's so good to see you all again. How have you been?
I believe Gaius' siblings.
Is he an acquaintance of yours, Instructor?
I'm not sure that we've met.
Come on. That's not very funny.
Toma.
I know it's been a while, but I knew you from a glance.
Wait. I see it now.
Memories CS2 Monka.
Toma?
That kid literally
Gaius'
was young.
little brother, right? Looks like someone hit his growth spurt.
Did you meet during your field studies?
Yeah. Gaius' family as a whole has been very welcoming whenever we've come to Nord. It's kind of funny to say, but you're getting to be around the age we were on our first visit, huh?
Yeah, it's also funny. He's no commoner or noble, and like they think he's just an out. Gaius is like a treated outsider anyway.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you really didn't recognize me then? I gotta say, that stings a little.
Sorry, but you honestly do look so much more mature than when we last met. You must be Charles then. You've grown up a lot yourself.
You think? Thank you.
Gaius had mentioned you were coming, but I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after he said it. Speaking of which, you should be coming back soon.
Coming back now, actually.
Gaius. What? Giga Chat Gaius? Gaius Warzil.
I hope you all had a pleasant journey from the capital. Good to see the winds kept you safe.
Damn it.
Right back at you.
It's always the word win whenever his name pops.
I hope your investigation's been going well.
Sounds like we've arrived at a busy time.
Not at all. Most of the work for moving the settlement has been finished already. But let me make us some tea before we talk any further. You must be tired.
Nord tea is as soothing as I've been told.
It really is. Black tea is relaxing too, but the flavor of these leaves is very distinctive.
I'm glad you approve.
Haven't been able to enjoy a cup of this since your field study.
You tried it then? I would have thought you'd been unable to since you joined near the end of our stay.
That's right.
Huh.
You and Sharon came by to check up on us around the same time. It's weird, the things you forget.
Tomar Warzil.
We have plenty more, so please, have as much as you like. It's too bad you weren't here yesterday to try the cheese we made. It was so good.
Yeah.
Cheese or no cheese, you've given us more than enough of a welcome. My travel fatigue is all but gone. It's amazing seeing how much you two have grown since we saw each other. You look like you're taking after your mom, Sheeta.
Damn, those NPCs.
You really think so? I'm happy to hear that. And you look even cooler, and Emma looks even prettier.
Fatma Warzil.
I think so too. Gaius has always kept us up to date on how you've been and the ways you've changed. You've overcome a great many ordeals on the road to where you sit now. It makes me so proud to see the students we've hosted go on to accomplish so many great things.
You're kind to think of us so much.
Thank you for saying so. I hope we can keep making you proud.
And now my pride extends to you two as well. That's just how mothers are.
Did we ever introduce ourselves to you guys? That's our mom. And we're Gaius' little sisters. I'm Sheeta, and she's Lily. Thanks for being bros with our bro.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, he's done so much for us than we have for him, I think. I can see Gaius has a truly lovely family. I couldn't be of any more grateful to have them. That extends to Dad too, even if he couldn't be here. Take it he's out of the settlement right now. That's right, he's leading the relocation effort. We're having moved quite a distance too, so you may not be able to see him during this visit. That's a shame. I was hoping to say hi. Still, if you're suddenly having to uproot yourself and go so far, I take it if something significant has happened here? Correct. Upon returning here the other day, I set off to survey the Highlands. Unfortunately, I yet to find anything that will lead us to the location of the Prince Oliver or the Courageous 2. Found some unsettling signs of a few easily overlooked areas. Ashes from the recently burnt firewood and buried remnants of travel rations, for example. In other words, traces of human activity. And yes, not just one person. I asked Toma to help investigate, and we kept finding the same signs in more and more places. We haven't heard any talk about soldiers during training exercises in the area recently, so I doubt that's the explanation. No one in the settlement or at Xender claims to have seen any potential suspects either. Regardless of what we're dealing with, we can't risk any more harm coming to the people here or our family. After some discussion, we all decided it would be best to move to the settlement earlier than usual. Shara and her father has been helping with the move too. We couldn't be more grateful. I'm so sorry this all just happened to you when you and your dad were meant to be on vacation. He's nowhere. I'm just glad to help. Glad my grandma a bit, but he's pitching regardless. Well, either way, it's clear something's amiss here, especially considering the timing. Yeah, it's hard to say this is what Rufus was referred to, and it's not something we can afford to ignore. When we came here during field study 2 years ago, we found Jaeger dropouts operating the area. Could this be something similar? It's definitely possible. Either way, I decided to ought to look into it again as soon as y'all arrived. Think that's a good idea? We'll join you with it all due haste. The Highlands are threatened in any way, I refuse to turn a blind eye. I quite agree, especially after the people here have served us a wonderful tea. I'll spare no effort to land connected to my ancestors. Support means the world truly. We aren't planning to move just yet, so feel free to make your base your base of operation. All I can do is help you in my husband's place. I'd like to believe I am a lot stronger than I was when we last met, but if there's anything I can assist, please let me know. We will, thanks, Toma. Sheeta, Lily. Be good while we're away. We will, take care. Come back soon. Where should we begin then? That's a good question. How about we go speak with the settlement's other visitor? Oh? She's been on here since before I arrived myself. I haven't much the chance to speak with her, but since I've been so busy with moving and investigating, that said, it is someone you all know. Really now? I've yet to see anyone fitting that description around here, though. Huh, perhaps she's out at the moment. Someone in my family may know. Shall we go and ask them then? Okay. We have ourselves a base of operations here. So we gotta be sure. Spirit incense. And Gaius is with us. Reason why Gaius is actually really good in this game. I think he was already good since CS3, so anyway. So what he has is True Howling Evans. Absolute delay, yes. Enemies that get hit by this S-craft get the absolute delay of getting screwed. And also all of his things are physical, which even helps. As an order, Dominion Roar, which gives him his Stigma order, restores 80% HP and 200% break damage, which is pretty nice. What does he have? Tempest. Tempest, his crit rate increases as his HP drops as a maximum of 54%. Insight status when battle begins, or when HP is low. Evasion 3%. Want to give stuff to something. There's nothing that really comes to mind, except for Scold. Alright. I don't have as much good stuff to use, unfortunately. So you're just gonna have to make do with what I have. especially since they're not as, like, good. Like, this Moonlands quartz, I would love to use the Moonlands quartz, but that's on Wazi. I wish we had another Moonlands quartz. It'd be so much easier to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious about something. I'm worried about how, like, a game after this is Kuro.
It's been a while since I was last here.
Hold up.
Feels so empty without all the yurts.
Well, once we're back to normal, you'd better pay us a visit. Your students are welcome too, of course.
I wouldn't miss a chance to come back here.
Like, yeah, as I'm saying again, I'm very worried about... I know the people talk about, including me, has talked about the changes this game has. And it'll probably affect for future changes. I'm like... I really don't like the fact that they're just transforming text, you know? Like, transforming text is fine, but you don't have to go so far to, like, you know, just ruin the text, you know? Like, for example, I've seen what people said about the specific stuff. I won't talk about it now, but it'll be in a future video later. Or future episode, if you guys know what episode it'll be. But yeah. It just makes me worried because, like, I really love this game. And I really love the games after. But I'm getting doubtful because I don't know if I just can trust the localization. Because I feel like they should just, you know, break the contract, you know? Falcom should just break the contract. That's my opinion. Oh, my bad. Guys was telling us about her. Did she go into the Highlands? Yes, she said something I wanted to take photographs before she left. She's not to worry about her since we're all busy with the movie. Is it who I think it is? And so I'm getting anxious. Hope she isn't doing anything too dangerous. This situation is starting to seem all too familiar. Yeah, it is the exact situation we went for Norton from the Imperial Chronicle a few years ago. Really. Wonder if this visitor could be... Anyways, it sounds like we should go up and check on her. I assume she's set off to the north. Yes, that's right. I'm not sure how far she could have gone. Let's ride out and look for her then. Now access the Nord Highlands north. Alright, for those wondering, the Nord Highlands is going to be very long. I know what to expect from it, but it's going to be super long, of course. We won't fight every enemy, because there's going to be a lot of enemies, by the way. I see the northern part of the highland is just as beautiful as the counterpart. Indeed, though it looks more dangerous with all these steep cliffs. Oh, look at that. So that's the other giant statue like the one at Bryonia Island. Yes, that's right, it was the lost Sam, the Superior of Earth. One of the Superior. Meanwhile, the one on Bryonia Island, Arc Rouge, was the Superior of Fire. She aware they both have long lost their power, leaving them as mere statue shells. Yep. I had no idea when I first started our field study that it had such a history. To think it was actually a Septarian, just from looking at it. Hard to believe that the Divine Knights originated from them. Shall we start looking then? Can't imagine our visitor could have gone far without a horse. Fine to agree, hopefully this will be a quick search.
I got this.
All right.
On me now. Let's go.
Yes.
Ooh, boy. We got some enemies here too, but it's gonna be a very long place. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably be skipping parts. the episode.
Let's get him! Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm!
Oh, perfect.
Calling the shots.
Perfect timing.
I'll shred you. Ha! Tank!
There! On me now.
We're gonna see one of the best S-Craps, or powerful S-Craps in the game because of this BS.
This is the power of the soaring phoenix. Golden seal of mine, shining from the abyss. Imbue my spear with the fury of the goddess.
This is the power of the Dominion Stigma.
Howling heavens!
What? From the battle, from the gods amongst themselves, ye shall be extinguished.
This victory is ours.
People didn't think Gaius was like that good back in the first two CS games, but man, he is all but very powerful in this game. Like, holy crap.
Let's get him!
And he has range on his spear, which is also pretty nice.
Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm! Roar! Helix strike! Now! There!
All right, analyzing enemy unit. I see now.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. He has a lot of great crafts. This one makes it so he gets a lot of CP. It gives him a self buff while losing HP. This is the one I really like because it's literally a very powerful attack. Thunderfang.
Thunderfang!
Which does so much.
Now! Got him!
Calling the shot.
And this is his ing.
Stand proud! Dominion roar!
I got this.
Aww.
I'm going. Dark blades. Aim true. A chance. Instructor Sara.
Leave it to me.
There.
Bring it on.
Blessing up the win?
It's my turn.
What the hell does that mean?
Cut through! It's down there! You're finished!
Maybe Emma should be like a squire. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Emma should be like a squire for this.
Crash! Thunderbolt!
For Gaius. Because he
Let's
would
go.
pair well. He would definitely
All
pair
for
well with
one?
Emma.
And one for all!
Everyone, lend me your strength.
But that's completely up to her, honestly.
This victory belongs to all of us.
Woohoo! I did it!
Maybe we don't have to force her to wear the nun
I only
outfit.
get cuter as I level up.
I've only just begun.
But we'll see. We'll see. I feel like we haven't not known what squire that, or assistant that Gaius truly has. It's usually like Rosine helping out from time to time, which is supposed to be for Lysander. Thomas. Anyway, as I said before, I hope to see something change over time. We'll see, though.
I'm up! Ha! All right, let's go!
Ready when you are.
I haven't seen some new enemies that'll give me EXP. And I would love to fight these enemies, but wanna like...
Bring it on! I got this. Yeah, let's go!
Okay.
Ha!
I was like wondering, where the hell was it?
Ready to go
Just what I
whenever.
needed.
Yeah, let's go.
No new enemies I'm seeing right now.
This place is so expansive that I don't even know where to begin to look.
Do you see that big statue? It's called the Guardian. It would be a nice start, I think.
Not a bad idea. We can branch out into a full search from there.
So yeah, they're hinting out
A strong enemy.
that the
Be
best
careful.
place to really explore is to literally just like start off slow and steady, of course.
Crash! Thunderbolt! For one.
And one for all!
Let's go, everyone!
There!
And this makes mobs killing an easier time.
Bring it on.
Just by literally just doing this.
I'll shred you.
Let's go.
Thunderfang! Let's go! Spirit unification! It's my turn! Hold out! Black Tortoise! I'm up! Roar! Healing strike! Now! There! You're finished!
Nice. Fucking A.
All right. Analyzing enemy unit. I see now.
Call in the shots.
Now! Attack!
Let's go.
It's down! Got him!
There it is.
Nice.
It's my turn.
Oh, easy.
Crash! Thunderbolt!
So now you can just delay these things with basic attacks.
I'm going. Yeah, go on. This one's mine.
Let's go! Ha! Now! There! Let's go! Ha! Now! There! You're finished!
I wonder how we'd do if we swapped our weapons.
Not sure, but if you need pointers on how to wield a spear, I'm all for it.
What would Rean do if he used a spear? It'd be pretty awkward of him as a protagonist. I must use swords because I am a protagonist.
I only get cuter as I level up.
I've only just begun. There's a treasure chest right over there.
Bluster gives you Recuria.
I'm going.
I'll handle it. Let's go.
Yes.
Is there anything here? Nothing.
Let's go.
Yes.
Hey, nice! That'll do it.
Fierce waning crescent slash. Jesus Christ, we're just getting OP stuff, are we?
Let's go.
Yes.
Looks tough.
Easy peasy.
Whatever would I do without you, Rean?
Me? What would I do without you?
What is that? I feel that is so cute. I love it. And also cheesy at the same time.
I did it!
I've only just begun.
What would I do without you? Harem problems. That's all I could say about that.
Ooh, nothing like the rush of finding an unopened treasure chest.
Oh, damn it, Sarah. Why you gotta say it like that? Oh, that's gonna confuse so many things.
It's my turn!
Bring it on. Yeah, let's go.
What if we're missing anything? I want to be sure if I don't miss anything. Because it could prove valuable if I do miss anything of importance. And plus, these are the same enemies I'm literally just facing, so it's not much. Like this.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Sure, make Rean's Bridge Courts more OP game. Because why the hell not?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes!
Ooh, enemy.
What a brute! Be careful!
I know it does seem like...
I'm so
like
drawn
this place
to that
is so
chest.
huge. It might take like a lot of the time coming. But it is what it is though. It's what we can really expect out of a game like this. If the game's like gonna be very long. I don't want to give... Damn it. It's a space one. Or win one. Can't really do much with it, sadly.
It's my turn! Alright, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Okay. Where is the objective, though, anyway? Right over there. Oh, I think no matter which spot we take, it's gonna lead to the same thing.
I don't think that chest belongs to anyone.
Right, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Holy moly. I'm literally just gonna fight every strong enemy I face. Those give me a lot of EXP. I'm not gonna fight every enemy in the... like I did like my first playthrough.
We got something so nice.
Let's go!
Ready when you are.
See, there's nothing here, unfortunately.
Yeah!
So you get a wide array for more enemies. See how big this place is? It's ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, it's so huge.
Yeah!
What an adorable treasure chest.
I believe that way is where we met with Milliam, Elisa, and...
Right, let's go!
have a silvery watch, I believe it's called. Yeah, right here. Gives me strength, ATS, speed. It's not bad. It's a little bit better than my other one. Probably get something
Ready when
else
you are.
to Emma.
Right, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Alright. Investigate Lake Lacrima up ahead, as well as the ancient court in the northern eastern part of the Highlands myself. Fortunately, I wasn't able to turn up anything that would locate the courageous. That's unfortunate. I trust you have covered those areas thoroughly, so I think we can go on for now. I forgot to change floors, but I did. It doesn't matter. Possibly a person might looking and gone this way. We should focus our efforts in this area first. Yeah, what a big area. Like, this was like a pit area. It was like, is there any, like...
Right, let's
is there
go.
any,
Ready
like...
when you are.
Quartz
Right,
that are, like,
let's
hard
go.
to...
Ready when you are.
hard to get.
With strength.
This one's strong!
This victory is ours.
Nice! That'll...
I only get cuter.
I've only just begun.
Cutie bullet, oh boy. Damn it. Of course they give you the cutie bullet.
I got this.
I'm going.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
This over here, Northern Mountains, okay.
Let's go.
Yes.
And our objective is right over here. Before we head there, there's actually some stuff we still gotta collect. Which is right over here, I believe. Got a bunch of enemies stacked right here. It's like getting her up in age, though, which is
That
kinda
area's
sad.
teeming with fish.
The bite! Nice! Not bad at all.
Alright, that's our new fish that we can get, I believe.
Let's go!
Alright, that's all for here. What else is here?
Ready? Let's go!
Yes!
Let's go!
Yes!
Easy, easy.
Don't die on me, game. For it, not have that, of course.
Looks tough.
That's what you get for messing with this hottie.
I only get cute.
I've only just begun.
Rain/3? They're just making stuff up now.
Ready to strike.
There's a treasure chest right over there.
Curia.
Let's go.
A lot of configuration I would love to do, but I can't. Because I'm prevented from doing so. Make things a lot fun.
Guess luck is on our side.
I believe this is... The use part I can deny the person we're looking for? Okay. Not much I can do. I think we got all the treasure chests we get in for now. No, not for now. I think we got everything we could. So I think the rest of the treasure chests are probably in the southern highlands that we cannot explore yet, sadly. Alright. I believe whoever he is right here, yep, it is Gracelyn. That's all the way here instead of
They don't
Crossbell.
call this one of the Highlands' most famous sites for nothing.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start a listicle of the Empire's best views when I get back to the office.
Isn't that... Is that you, Grace?
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you, Class 7. And you, Divine Blade. Congrats on the upgrade from Ashen Chevalier.
Gaius said there was another visitor, but he kept Who a surprise. So it was you.
I was just as surprised to find her in Nord, believe me.
And instead of
How did you make it to the Empire with Crossbell occupied?
The only way I could have. I wasn't in Crossbell when the occupation went down. Around just before the ceremony started, I got an interesting lead through the Orbal net.
Lead?
So I left coverage of the actual signing to the others and jumped on the next train to Erebonia. Thinking on it now, I'm honestly not sure if I'd call that good or bad luck.
I can imagine.
This must all be very hard for you.
It is. But I've never been one for sitting around sulking when life throws me a curveball. There's gotta be a role for me to play in sorting all this out. The best thing I can do is get out there and take action. I wouldn't be much of a journalist or a Crossbellin if I didn't.
That's the Grace we all know so well. Well, I mean, Lloyd and Randy are tough stuff made of tough stuff. Then there's Grace. People from Crossbell are just built really different. So what's this lead you're talking about? It's gotta be something big you leave a historic moment like the signing ceremony for someone else to cover. Oh, it absolutely is. It's a report that Prince Oliver and his wife had gone missing during the honeymoon during a Courageous 2 and all. I had a feeling involved that. Actually here following the same case. Yeah, on a tip too, no less. Guessing the fact that you're here in Nord means like you found some clues to your way. That's right. It's only circumstantial evidence at this point. This report of suspicious people clad in black were sighted in the area where the royals went for their honeymoon. Black, you don't think. You'd on defense force. You'd be at 1,000 mirror on it. Then there's a confirmed report that the EDF were sighted in Nord before and after Courageous 2's disappearance. I'm here following up on both leads. So the terrorists who occupied Crossbell and took up arms against the Empire were potentially responsible here too? Found no evidence that they were hiding here or had been in the past yesterday though. Yes, I couldn't find anything either. If they really were here, they clear good at covering their tracks. There's no smoke without fire. There's clearly something here in the Highlands. I'm basing at least my part of that conviction on my reporter's instincts. Hey, when your gut talks, we'd be fools not to listen. I quite agree. The likelihood of what happened in Crossbell and the princess disappearance are now connected higher than ever now. Thank you for sharing what you know, Grace. It really helped. I just wish I had some solid, conclusive evidence to give you. All I could do is wish you well with the rest of your investigation. I'm convinced that solving this case will lead you away to liberate Crossbell. So get out there and give him hell, Class 7. If you're asking who will read to refuse. Group X escorted Grace back to the settlement on horseback. Once assured of her safety, we resumed the investigation. Sounding like we should go to the southern part of the Highlands, too. Indeed. Seems less likely that it given the military facilities, but the truth could have been under our noses all along. It's worth still looking out here. Speaking of the military, I wonder how the Lieutenant Colonel's investigation is going. Come to think of it, he was going to ask around the watchtower, didn't he? Yeah, maybe we should contact him and compare notes. Give him a call, Kurt? Of course. Can't get through. That's strange. The watchtower should be definitely in range from here. Perhaps he's somewhere far away, or in an area with poor reception. Only we could use the round at 7, then this wouldn't be an issue. It's frustrating, but there's no point dwelling on it. We'll have to explore the southern Highlands, too. While making for the watchtower ourselves. I think you're right. Hopefully we'll be reunited with my brother before long. I'd like to have a closer look at the stone circle and triangular rock that we passed on the way here, too. Shall we depart, then? Allow me to lead the way. Okay. For those wondering, we're gonna be... There's at least one thing that we gotta warn you guys about.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Before we head to the southern Highlands, there are people that we should talk to. Before we end off. Oh, they're in a couple. Nice. We get the spicy kebab. Oh, damn it. There were weapons here to hold. Okay. Fuck it, I'll just get these weapons, because why the hell not? I think that's much it for now. Alright, one last thing we gotta do. Hey look, it's Grace. Is there any, like, orbment that we don't have? We have no orbment. Damn, there's no orbment around here. It's kind of a shame, though. Okay. I think this is the perfect time to finally end this episode. Yeah. So yeah, next time, we're gonna head to the Southern Highlands, or so as the game says we will. And we're gonna see what happens next. I guess I'll see you guys all next time.